Alumni weekend in Morgantown. So many legends have suited up for the Mountaineers. And a big crowd is on hand as West Virginia collides with Colorado. College basketball on CBS Sports Network is presented by Fresh Pet. Tonight from Morgantown, West Virginia, the Mountaineers take on the Buffaloes. Here's a look at the standings in the Big 12, and both Colorado and West Virginia enter with 2-2 records in conference play. And hi everyone, back with my pal Steve Lapis. I'm Andrew Catalan. Thank you for joining us. And what an evenly matched game we have tonight, Lap. You look at the net rankings, Colorado is 70, West Virginia is 71.
You know, very even in the metrics, but very different in styles. We have West Virginia, one of the slowest playing teams in the country, and then we have Colorado, who wants to speed it up. They score in the 80s. Should be a very interesting contrast of styles.
And when you look at West Virginia, it's all about Honor Huff.
Well, how about this kid at Tennessee Chattanooga last year? He led the nation in three-point makes. He's only 5'10", but he gets it off so quickly. How about he had 6 games this year where he's made 5 or more threes, 2 games where he's made 8 threes. This kid's one of the best shooters in the country.
And for Colorado, it's the sensational freshman Isaiah Johnson.
Well, he was up until tonight one of the best players coming off the bench in the country, but he's going to start his first game tonight. This freshman has been spectacular. He's left-handed, 46% from 3. He also shoots 7 free throws a game. Very tough kid to guard.
It's the first time Colorado has played in Morgantown. Tip-off between the Buffs and the Mountaineers is next on CBS Sports Network.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Fresh Pet. Healthy food fresh from the fridge. By Old Trapper Beef Jerky. What's your beef? And by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Alumni weekend here in Morgantown, and West Virginia is wearing a new white uniform modeled after the 1959 replica unis that they wore last season, but a modern color scheme. They're sharp. They are clean as we look at the starting lineups today. And the big news Coach Lapis already mentioned is that Isaiah Johnson, for the first time in his career, will start for Tad Boyle and the Buffaloes. Colorado's gotten off to some slow starts. They're hoping Johnson gets a little early punch on the floor. Our officials tonight, Michael Greenstein, Deron White, and Christopher Merlot. And we're underway, and Colorado controls the opening tip.
Well, West Virginia, mostly man-to-man, throw a little zone in. But I'll tell you what, Colorado, a lot of different defense, especially different kinds of zones. A lot of teams don't do that. It'll be interesting to see how West Virginia handles it.
Johnson for 3. And a good box out underneath, out of bounds. It'll go to West Virginia.
Johnson is having some freshman year. You know, they got how many great freshmen are in this league? Darren Peterson, A.J. DeBonsa, Kingston Fleming. Nobody talks about this kid. He's Colorado's leading scorer.
Yeah, they should. He averages 16 points per game. He's been in double figures in 7 straight for Colorado, coming off a loss on Wednesday night in Cincinnati.
And I didn't even mention Koa Pete from Arizona. I mean, there's a million great freshmen this year.
Jasper Floyd's shot won't go, and the rebound is cleared by Sebastian Ronchik.
And they are going to want to push it up. How about this kid, 6'11", the way he handles the ball?
Not able to get that one to drop, and here comes Huff the other way.
Colorado starting in man-to-man. They're going to hedge Huff really hard. They don't want him coming off those screens, being able to shoot threes.
Good defense by Elijah Malone. Colorado has lost 2 in a row. Tough one against Texas Tech when they were down 24, that furious second half rally coming up just short. And then we mentioned the one on Wednesday night where Tad Boyle wasn't happy with the way his team handled the physicality of the Bearcats. Shot clock winding down from the corner. Shot is not there for Lorient, but tracked down by Eaglestaff, who smartly throws it off of Barrington Hargress.
And you know, these quad one opportunities in this league, there's a lot of them because the league is so good. But they had one last week at home, and you see some great hustle here by these kids. But that Texas Tech game was a tough one because it was at home. They were down 24, ended up losing by 2. They have another quad one opportunity tonight. West Virginia doesn't. Colorado does.
Eaglestaff in the lane, and the first bucket of the night belongs to West Virginia.
How about that kid? He had 51, Andrew, in the Summit League semifinals against South Dakota State last year.
Averaging 9 points per game in his first season here in Morgantown. And got Dak. Hands it off to Hargress with the shot clock at 5. Hargress puts up a contested 3, no good, and a good rebound there by Obioha.
West Virginia only gives up 63 points a game. It's a combination of really good half-court defense and tempo on offense. That's what those teams do. They keep the score down.
Lorient wide open, misses. Offensive rebound, Obioha in the putback.
He's in much better shape than he was in last year at UNC Wilmington.
Pretty much a non-factor in the game for West Virginia on Tuesday night against Houston. He picked up 2 fouls in the first 21 seconds. Nearly a turnover, and now Johnson works it over to Hargress.
Really good man-to-man defense. I mean, this defense packs it in tough.
Dak misfires and a foul on the rebound. Colorado is now 0 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, you're going to see Trey Eaglestaff drives by Rancic, and then Obioha with the finish and the offensive rebound.
The foul was on Elijah Malone. First foul of the game. Eaglestaff lays it in with the left hand.
That's not an easy assignment for Rancic because he's got to stay with Eaglestaff who can put the ball on the ground. He went right by him twice now in this game.
The Colorado fans have to be thinking, here we go again, falling behind early. They were down 10-0 Wednesday night against Cincinnati. Malone is able to put the Buffaloes on the board.
Tough move by Malone. Played 2 years in the NAIA. One of the best players in the NAIA level.
Felix Caceres, who is the Buffalo who went to the bench tonight with Johnson starting. He sits at the scorer's table, and another foul is called on Elijah Malone.
You take a look here, they're using the whole court, but look, where's the help? Just goes right by Rancic.
So Elijah Malone picks up his second foul less than 4 minutes in, and he goes to the bench.
But one thing about Colorado, they have a good bench. It's young, but they have a good bench.
DJ Thomas onto the floor for West Virginia. Huff, his 3 halfway down, won't go. Offensive rebound to Thomas. Amir Jenkins double teamed in the paint. Kicks it out to the corner. That 3 not there for Thomas. And the rebound is grabbed by Hargress.
They're looking to push, as you can see there.
Good feed, Hargress to Dak.
That's what they want to do. They want to really push the tempo, and Dak runs the floor extremely well. West Virginia's got to get back.
Hargress averages 4.5 assists per game. That's 11th in the Big 12. Huff thought about a 3. Good defense. Not allowing Huff to get a clean look. Thomas to Chance Moore down low. Extra pass. Jenkins for 3. And Eaglestaff with the offensive rebound. He'll put up a 3. And that's good.
He was a big-time shooter in North Dakota, 38%. He has not shot the ball great this year, but he is more than capable.
Already 4 offensive rebounds for West Virginia. Dak from the outside. Not close, and Eagle staff with the board.
Not a great shot. He's 8 for 19 on the season.
Moore inside for 2.
This kid is a tremendous scorer. He can put it up off the dribble. He went to St. Bonaventure. He gets to the free throw line. He attacks the basket.
McKaylee sends it out to Caceres. He drives in, and tough finish for the sophomore from Montreal.
You know, he's really struggled lately, Andrew, and maybe coming off the bench, he'll find his way back. You got to watch how they're guarding Huff. They are denying him.
Jenkins. No space. Turnaround jumper is good. Jenkins.
Hey, look, they're playing without Huff right now, and everybody else is getting it done. Isaiah Johnson is trying to face guard him. They're not letting him touch it, but everybody else is doing damage.
And we talked with Tad Boyle before the game, and he said that we are going to do everything we can to keep the ball out of Huff's hands. And so far, they've done a great job at that as the ball's out of bounds, and we have our first media timeout. Colorado in a 7-point hole on CBS Sports Network. We are back with our keys to the game, brought to you by Fresh Pet.
Well, for Colorado, they got to defend the three-point line. West Virginia, a very good three-point shooting team. They are one of the best in the country at getting to the free throw line. They got to do that tonight. West Virginia, Huff must deliver. Right now he's not, and they're up by 7, and they have to control the glass, which they are doing in a big way. They have 7 points on offensive rebounds in this game so far.
Talked about the many talented freshmen in the Big 12. It is certainly an impressive collection, and Isaiah Johnson, no doubt, deserves to have his name in that mix.
Yeah, and he's a kid that you don't really hear a lot about, but look at the numbers. Shooting 52% from the field, 46 from 3. He's their leading three-point maker on the team. He's having an unbelievable year, and I always look at guys, Andrew, that get to the free throw line. When a kid shoots 7 free throws a game, you know what that tells you? He's hard to guard. You know why he's hard to guard? Because he's good, and this kid is good.
So far, second chance points, 7-0 in favor of West Virginia.
I like this kid. McKaylee he's a freshman, going to be a real 6'9", can shoot threes, but you saw that nice move going to the basket.
Freshman from Israel makes it a 5-point game.
Colorado's got to tighten it up in the half court and not get driven on like they have so far.
Here's Moore. Shot clock winding down. Eagle staff has to put one up, and he hits with the shot clock expiring.
You know, a lot of times, I mean, this kid played last year at North Dakota, so it's a big step up from North Dakota in the Summit League to the Big 12. Now maybe he's starting to find his way.
He's already got 9 points. Caceres trying to answer from the outside, and it's tracked down by Floyd.
That time the help was much better for Colorado on that drive.
Eagle staff looking for more, knocked out by Jalen Holland. Colorado happy to have the freshman Holland back, who did not play the last 2 games because of an injury.
Yeah, all 5 guys, they play 10 guys, Tad Boyle, all 5 of them are freshmen. Even with Johnson starting, Caceres went to the bench. He's a freshman. So 5 freshmen coming off the bench.
It's really not something you see in college basketball these days. Colorado has 7 true freshmen on its roster. Only 1 senior, and that's Malone.
Tough shot.
Floyd off glass.
And you know, Tad Boyle told us, Andrew, how he wants to build it. He wants to, he has a kid from the portal. He's got, you know, Hargraves is a good portal guy. Let's go.
And they're going to count that basket.
Barrington Hargraves is a really good player. The only guy they got from the portal.
Timeout on the floor. West Virginia is 5 for its last 5, and they have the early lead. CBS Sports Network, presented by Fresh Pet. West Virginia up a touchdown, and so far it's been the play of Trayson Eaglestaff catapulting the Mountaineers.
Yeah, he's been terrific. 4 for 4 from the field. He's got 3 rebounds. He's driven by Colorado. He's also knocked down 3. And he has not shot the ball great this year from 3 like he did last year at North Dakota. But as we said earlier, this kid had 51 in a Summer League tournament game last year. He can really score. And one of the things we got to look at, Andrew, right now, so they have 8 baskets, West Virginia. They don't have an assist yet. So what does that tell you? It tells you they're getting offensive rebounds and that they're driving by their men and scoring. Not an assist yet, 8 baskets.
4 offensive rebounds for the Mountaineers, with 11:43 to go in the first half.
And I'm surprised Colorado hasn't tried their package of zones at all yet. I guess they must be afraid of Huff to play a zone. Now he got a shot there.
Puts it up, and he hits.
That was not good defense there.
First bucket of the night for West Virginia's leading scorer. Allen cross-court pass, and Josiah Sanders misses the 3, and the rebound to West Virginia. In transition, it's Jenkins. Huff, this is a deep 3.
You got to get to him a lot earlier than that.
And over the back is called on Brennan Lorians. Crowd doesn't like it.
Take a look here about the defense with Huff. He's right there. You know, you got to caboose that. You got to be on his tail. You cannot let him alone like that. And it's clearly over the back.
Allen, the freshman from Las Lunas, New Mexico. Malone back on the floor with 2 fouls and a turnover by Colorado. That's their first. Jenkins, good moves down low in the finish.
Great footwork there by Jenkins. He wasn't giving that up. He was like a post player down there.
West Virginia now 7 of its last 7. And it's a 9-2 run. Malone off the front of the rim. And it's cleared by Obioha.
Yeah, right now Colorado's having all kind of trouble guarding West Virginia and keeping them out of the lane.
Good ball movement here. Just past the midway point of the first half. Shot clock down to 4. Floyd trying to break free. Great defense by Hargress. And a shot clock violation. First turnover by West Virginia.
Amir Jenkins, this kid's a freshman, gonna be a really good player. Doesn't turn it over. Good point guard coming in off the bench.
A scoring drought of over 2 minutes right now for the Buffaloes. They trail by a dozen. Hargress straightaway 3. That's good for the junior from Inglewood, California.
Yeah, he's got great numbers from the three-point line, 53% from 3, so he's a lights-out three-point shooter, too. Doesn't shoot a whole lot of them, but when he shoots them, he makes them.
He's now made at least 1 3 in 10 consecutive games. Eaglestaff thought about a 3, bounces one to Obioha, and a foul down low, and is that on Malone? It is, and that's his 3rd. So Tad Boyle put him back on the floor, and it's costly for Colorado.
Yeah, I mean, with the bench that they have to let him pick up his 3rd, and usually Tad Boyle doesn't play guys with 2 fouls in the first half.
So that sends Harlan Obioha to the free throw line. 58% on the season. Tonight at midnight Eastern, set sail with CBS Sports Network and get ready to witness thrills and spills in the most intense race on water with the Oracle Perth Sail Grand Prix.
And you know what's interesting, Andrew, is that this Colorado team is one of the biggest teams in the country. And they're getting hurt on the glass by a team that's much smaller than them right now.
So Malone goes to the bench with 3 fouls and 9 minutes left. You'd expect he'd stay there the rest of the half. Hargress lob, Dak the finish. Second time those two have connected. Eight-point game. Colorado has tightened up defensively, defending Trayson Eaglestaff after he had those early 9 points. As Dak with a block out of bounds, and it's Colorado ball.
Well, you take a look here at DJ Thomas, number 5. Now, he's a freshman. All right, we're going to run it from there. Now, watch him. He comes over, and he tries to give some help when it wasn't really necessary, and that's why Dak gets behind him, and they're able to finish.
Hargress fouled on the other end, and he will shoot 2. Colorado is an excellent free throw shooting team. 78% on the year. That leads the Big 12. Fouls on Honor Huff as Hargress knocks down the first. Colorado did not go home after Wednesday night's loss in Cincinnati. They stayed in Cincinnati until yesterday when they traveled down here to Morgantown. As Hargress is now 10 for 10 in conference play from the charity stripe.
Nothing worse, Andrew, than being on a 2-game road trip and losing the first game. Nothing worse.
To sit on that one, Tad Boyle told us he challenged his team to be a little more physical, be able to handle the intensity that he did not really see on display against Cincinnati the other night. And Cincinnati, what a win today over Iowa State.
Hey, the Big 12, when you go on the road, I was in the Big East in the 90s. You go on the road, anything can happen.
A steal by Colorado. McKaylee. Ronchik step back is good. And nice ball and a 3. And we've got a 3-point ball game.
All of a sudden they get a couple of stops. You know how good they are offensively, but you can't run and push the tempo if you don't get stops.
It's a 7-0 run for the Buffaloes.
I will say this, they've done a really good job of keeping Huff out of the game. Not getting a lot of touches.
Eaglestaff for 3, it's good. Into double figures with a dozen.
You know, he only was shooting 32% from 3 coming into this game, and he's got a career 38% guy, so he was down. Now, maybe he's starting to find his stroke again.
Ronchik working on Eaglestaff. Swings it to the corner. McKaylee at 3. That won't go, and the rebound is cleared by Floyd.
Eaglestaff is giving Ronchik all he wants. Oh, that was a terrible pass.
And taken away. Eaglestaff goes to the ground. It's kicked, but it'll be Colorado basketball when we come back.
Well, right now, starting to knock out those 3s. If the Buffaloes can get up and down quick, they can knock out some of these 3s in semi-transition. But Eaglestaff has been on fire. Mountaineers up 6.
We are back with a look at our game summary. You see second chance points in favor of West Virginia. They're doing a great job on the glass so far in this one. And Isaiah Johnson getting the start tonight, Lap. First time Colorado has gotten with a different starting lineup this year. And he's been quiet so far.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Tad Boyle liked him coming off the bench because he gave him some, you know, energy and some scoring. Decided to make the change after losing those 2 games. And really, the kid has not gotten off to a good start. He's only taken one shot in this game, so he hasn't really been involved at all. Actually, neither's on the other side. Huff has only that one three-point shot, and he's only taken 3 shots. So each defense is doing a great job on the other team's scorer.
Johnson is defended by Huff. The two players we were just talking about. Johnson driving by Huff, counted and one. All right, he heard you.
I guess he heard. He's coachable. He's very coachable.
Second foul on Honor Huff.
Maybe Tad Boyle will give you a bonus after the game. That was a really good play. You know, it really helps. He's left-handed, and it looked like Huff, not a surprise, he knows from the scouting report he's left-handed, but just didn't react to it fast enough. But this kid can drive it.
So the three-point play for the freshman Isaiah Johnson, and we've got a one-possession game as we approach 6 minutes to go in the first half. Eaglestaff's open. Obioha saw him. Moore, extra pass. There's Eaglestaff. Won't go, but Moore the offensive rebound. That's the 5th by the Mountaineers. Moore right back up, and a foul is called. Good job by Chance Moore.
And when West Virginia doesn't get to the foul line a lot, Colorado gets to the foul line a ton. Good drive to the basket there.
First foul on McKaylee as Moore misses the first free throw. Tad Boyle now in his 16th season at Colorado. School's all-time leader in wins with 324 of them.
He does an amazing job. He's considered one of the top coaches in the country, especially on the offensive end. He does some good things defensively, don't get me wrong, but offensively, top notch.
And Colorado's averaging 84 points per game this season. That would be a school record if they finish above 82.3, which was done back in the 90-91 season.
And you know, he's had a bunch of pros that he's developed that weren't really highly ranked guys coming into college. So they do a great job of developing players too.
And that's what we talked about with Boyle before the game. He's got all these freshmen, 7. He's hoping that, you know, in today's college basketball world, he'll get the chance to develop them over the course of their careers. As Jenkins knocks it down.
This kid here, on the tape that I watched him against Houston, he didn't play well, and I watched him in the game against Texas Tech. This kid, I'm telling you, he's got tremendous talent. Not Texas Tech, I'm sorry, Kansas. Against the Kansas last week. It was a great win for West Virginia on this floor. He played really well.
Ronchik knocks it in. Taco Ifeala is out there right now for Colorado, playing in just his 7th game of the season with Malone in foul trouble, and that goes out of bounds.
Just a good, strong move there.
At the other end, it was Ronchik converting. Eaglestaff comes to get it. Catch and shoot 3. Not there, and the rebound to Johnson.
I tell you, Ronchik better get a little closer to him because that was a pretty open shot on that out-of-bounds play.
Honor Huff not on the floor right now for the Mountaineers. Johnson in the corner, fakes the 3, dribbles in, locates McKaylee. And they reverse course again with the shot clock at 10. Dax jumper, no. McKaylee. And a foul is called inside. That'll go against Alone McKaylee. That's his 2nd with 3:59 to go in the first half. West Virginia up by 3. Mountaineers up by 3. Coming up AT&T at the half. Brent Stover, Roy Hibbert, Pete Gillen, and John Rothstein. We'll get you caught up on this game and all the other games around the country. It's all coming up on AT&T at the half. I already mentioned it, but what a win in the Big 12 today for Cincinnati, beating Iowa State, a team that we'll see on CBS Sports Network Tuesday night when the Cyclones host UCF.
Yeah, I mean, Wes Miller really needed that one. Now, you're talking about a big time quad one win. You can, you know, in this league, you're going to get opportunities. So if you can get yourself together and go on a little bit of run, all of a sudden, good things happen.
DJ Thomas on the lineup for the Mountaineers.
Honor Huff back on the floor for West Virginia for the final 4 minutes. Trying to get open, he does. He'll take the three and knocks it down.
Quick release.
They're actually going to call it a 2, not a 3. So it's a 5-point game. Dak answers on the other end.
Basket by Dak.
Pretty good coaching by Coach Hodge to bring Huff back in, taking the chance with those 2 fouls.
Here's Huff again. And right up in his face was Isaiah Johnson. Huff working so hard to get open. Good look to Lorient. Eagle staff left alone. Lorient the offensive rebound. He goes up and a foul is called. Offensive rebounds continue to be a big factor in this game. West Virginia now with 6.
Well, you're going to take a look here. Oh, clearly a 2. But you know, when you have a guy like Huff, he draws so much attention. All that attention he drew when he came off that screen, that's why Eagle staff was open completely on the other side, because everybody's worried about Huff, 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 and it leaves other guys open. When we talk about great players making their other players better, that's an example. He draws so much attention, other guys are open. And now, good move by Coach Hodge to get him out when they're on defense.
Foul is on Dak. That's his first. And Lorient is able to go 1 out of 2 at the line. Ron Sheik nearly lost it. Dak corrals it. Back out Ron Sheik for 3. Eagles have to rebound. Jenkins pushes up ahead. Colorado defending with 16 fouls. And an offensive foul is called on Jasper Floyd.
Really good defense. Jasper Floyd is primarily a driver. Isaiah Johnson, could have been a little flopperoo there. I think that winning the Academy Awards, I think it's coming here soon, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. Ross Hodge, if he had a vote, I know which way he would vote. And now we're going the other way as Dak is called for the foul. And quickly, he picks up his second.
Yeah, they got to take him out.
Fowler will come back in.
Fowler checks back in for the Buffalo.
These two teams met in the Big 12 tournament a year ago in the second round. Colorado won that game. It was a big one for West Virginia. They were right on the tournament bubble, but if you're thinking about revenge, none of that really matters because nobody was on that West Virginia team that's playing in this game today.
Yeah, I mean, they're one of 5 teams in power conferences that had nobody back from last year. No one. You know what's an amazing stat, Andrew? How about this? They are number 4 in Division I experience in the country, and their minutes continuity is 0. If this was 5 years ago, they would have their minutes continuity would be 80%, 90%. Now, this is how it is. You could have a lot of experience and have no minutes continuity.
Fowler committed the foul. Obioha has one more at the line.
Because every one of these guys has played a lot. They just haven't played together a lot.
Whole new world. Ron Sheik double teamed on the wing and taken away by Eagle staff. A good defensive play by the senior. Good move there, and Lorient finishes off the pass from Eagle staff.
You know, you come off the screen, You give a little bit too much help. You're not able to get back in time. You give up a deuce.
And Colorado calls a timeout with 1:25 to go in the first half. .125 to go. It's a 34-27 West Virginia advantage.
Yeah, you're going to see good help. Eagle staff coming from the weak side. Takes it from Ronchik. And then Lorient gets involved in this game. He might have gotten fouled too. Lays it in the basket.
West Virginia shooting 56% in this first half. They shot a season low 37% against Houston on Tuesday, but a lot of teams don't shoot well against Houston.
You had me ready to jump on. I was getting ready to jump on you there.
I saw you got bared up when I said it. I finished it. Dak back in with 2 fouls and misses the 3.
You get credit for catching yourself.
Final minute of the first half. Lorient on the block, and goaltending is called.
I mean, it looked like Colorado was going to get out of this half down 3, 4, getting outplayed badly. Now it's back up to 9 again.
Scoring drought approaching 3 minutes for the Buffaloes, and the shot clock down inside 10. Hargress, wow. Hopkins thought he had a clean steal, but a foul is called.
Oh, you see how hard it is because of the way West Virginia plays defense. They pack it in. They don't have their heels outside the three-point line. They don't force a lot of steals, but let me tell you something. You try to get in that lane in a half-court offense, it's really hard. And that's with Isaiah Johnson. They're keeping him off the free throw line, not able to get in there.
Johnson in the paint with the left hand, and he finishes.
That time he did, though.
And Ross Hodge will call a timeout with 22.9 to go, and looks like Hodge will draw up one last play for the final possession. So Isaiah Johnson was able to penetrate the paint.
Yeah, I mean, this is when he's at his best. Really, Obioha should have been able to give a little bit more help there. And once you let him get to his left, you have a problem.
One of the stories in this first half, rebounding. West Virginia plus 12 on the glass.
And how about they shooting 58% with 4 turnovers? I mean, it's hard to play much better than the way West Virginia is playing now.
5 seconds left. Eagle staff in the corner, trying to get up one last shot. Has to put it up. He does at the horn, and it won't go. Musket still works.
Yes, no doubt.
And that is the end of the first half. Eagle staff leading the way with 12 points. 36-29 is our score. After the break, Brent Stover and the crew in our New York studio. You're watching college basketball on CBS Sports Network, presented by Fresh Pet. Watching college basketball on CBS Sports Network, presented by Fresh Pet, and a very nice halftime ceremony here in Morgantown at Hope Coliseum. Alumni weekend, and so many greats back in the house. And we're back with Steve Lapis. I'm Andrew Catalan. And you look at the numbers from the first half. Neither team shot the ball well from deep, but West Virginia got it done from their 2-point attempts.
Unbelievable how efficient they were. They were 12 for 14 from 2-point land, West Virginia. So can't play much better. 57% from the field, destroying them on the glass. And, you know, Colorado, Andrew, they want to get out in transition. They average 15 points, fast break points a game. They have 2, but they got to get stops to get out and run.
And we take a closer look at that first half with West Virginia up by 7. Eagle staff had the hot hand with 12 points.
Yeah, he was terrific, you know, making shots, making 2 threes, driving into the basket. He got a lot of things done. And for Colorado, it's been a little bit of everything. You know, Doc there, a couple of alley-oop lobs, Isaiah Johnson, a couple of finishes going to his left at the basket. But they've got to do a better job defensively, because they'll never get out in transition if they don't make some stops. And that's how Colorado wants to play. The pace of this game has been West Virginia's. This is how they want to play it. No fast breaks. Let's play half court. If Colorado wants to change that, they got to get some stops.
You know, we talked with Ross Hodge before the game, and he told us we've got to keep Colorado off the free throw line. We mentioned how good they are from the charity stripe this year. Well, the Buffaloes have only attempted 3 free throws so far tonight.
Think about that. They're top 25 in the country for made free throws per game. And that's the other thing, though. In West Virginia, number 2 in the Big 12 at not fouling. They only average 15 fouls a game. They're playing defense without fouling.
Mountaineers 10-2 when leading at halftime this year. And they're up by 7 as we open up the second half. Huff, quick 3. Off the front of the rim, Obioha is fouled going for the rebound. And is that on Elijah Malone? It is. Oh. And that's his 4th.
Well, that's his 4th. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't run somebody in for him. I mean, I can't believe they're letting him play defense.
Wow. Keeping him out there. Huff from the corner, passes to Obioha. Johnson is hurt. Isaiah Johnson is in pain for Colorado. Did not see what happened behind the plays. Grabbing onto his stomach. And now the Colorado trainer, Raleigh Klingsmith, comes out on the floor. Here's another look at Johnson. It was the screen. He ran right into Obioha.
Yeah, that's something to run into, let me tell you.
Johnson's going to stay out there as Hargress picked up the foul.
Probably just got winded, it looked like a little bit.
West Virginia was just 3 of 8 from the line in the first half. Obioha hits 2 to open up the second.
And I mean, it really is very surprising that Elijah Malone is still out there. He's got 4, right?
Yeah, he does. That's correct. Hargress, step back, is good.
He's a good player, this kid. Very efficient. Doesn't do anything he can't do. Under control.
Transfer from UC Riverside.
Their only transfer. Well, I guess Malone transferred a couple years ago, but that's it.
Eaglestaff on the attack, and he lays it in.
I didn't know that he was this good going off the dribble. You know, he had the reputation of being a guy that can shoot.
Hodge says that Eaglestaff pours his heart and soul into the team every day. He's playing that way today, as that layup won't go, but it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Colorado. I was listening to Tony Caridi there, the Three Guys podcast. Tony's been a legendary voice in West Virginia for so long right now, and I thought he made a great point in talking about this Colorado team. We've seen them fall behind a lot, make second half comebacks, and Tony's point on his preview podcast the other day was, if you're West Virginia, you're ahead at the half, you have to put this team away because they're not going to go away as Dak scores.
Listen, well-coached teams don't go away, and Tad Boyle is a really good coach, so they're going to play the right way the whole way through and try to come back. 24 against Texas Tech. The other day against Cincinnati, they were getting drubbed. They came back. They're not going away.
7-point lead, just under 2 minutes into the second half. 5 to shoot. Huff with Malone out on him, and that's it. That's 5.
I'm really surprised. I don't know why Tad would keep him in. Like, for what reason? I can't figure it out.
Took a gamble and costly with the shot clock at 4 out on the perimeter. Malone trying to chase off, and he commits his 5th foul.
I mean, a guy who's played for 6 years to make a mistake like this is like, that's bizarre. It's also bizarre, I gotta be honest with you, that he's in the game. I don't know if I've ever seen a guy foul out, a starter foul out this early in the game. I don't think I've ever seen it. That's a record for me.
So Malone is done. Lorient going down low. Obioha is hacked. Got hit in the head. And no foul call. Just out of bounds. Obioha is still holding on to his head.
Oh my goodness. That's a foul.
Wow.
No wonder he's holding his head. I guess that's what happens when you get hit on the head.
Shot clock at 4. Floyd. Step back, has to force one up, and it's an air ball. Shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation.
That's the 5th turnover by the Mountaineers tonight.
Amir Jenkins checks in for the Mountaineers.
And Floyd comes out. Amir Jenkins back on the floor. Jenkins at 6 points in the first half.
And you know, Colorado is normally a very good half-court offensive team, but they're playing against a really tough D tonight.
And a lot of contact inside, and a foul is called. That's going to go on Obioha for West Virginia.
Foul whistle.
That's his first.
Team's first.
Probably didn't need to stick his hands in there. Probably would have been enough to just stop there, as big as he is.
Wide open in the corner is McKaylee, but he cannot connect. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Buffaloes.
Not going to get a much better shot than that. Hargress did a great job of drawing the defense and kicking it out. Got to make that one.
Shot clock resets to 20. Johnson uses the screen. Looking for Dak, knocked away by Obioha.
See, that time, Obioha came out to help and got back really quickly to Dak. I mean, he dove right back knowing that they're going to try and throw that lob, which they had done a couple of times. Good job by Obioha there.
Ross Hodge, known for his defensive prowess when he was with North Texas. It's carried over here to West Virginia. McKaylee hits from the outside.
Yeah, but you got to think, you can't give this kid too many open looks. It's going to knock him out.
And now a 4-point game. Colorado on a 7-2 run.
And you know, the funny thing is, Andrews, they're really getting outplayed, and here they are down 4.
Jenkins trying to maneuver around Johnson. Dak comes over for the block. Dak 8th in the Big 12 in blocks per game. Ron Sheik, no. And a wedgie on the putback attempt by Dak.
I'll tell you, Dak is so long.
And Tad Boyle called him a quick jumper.
He is definitely a quick jumper.
Gets up.
I mean, he blocks some shots. I'm surprised he's not a better shot blocker than he is.
Johnson for 3. And Eaglestaff could not get the rebound. Buffaloes reset. Ron Sheik stepped out of bounds. And a turnover by the Buffaloes. That's their 4th.
I mean, except for the 2 guards, everybody else, the other 3 forwards they got in the game are all 6'10" or better. Well, they got Dak listed as 6'9", but these guys are 6'9", 6'10", 6'11" up front right now.
Colorado ball off that wedgie because of the possession arrow. West Virginia now 3 minutes without scoring. Huff over to Moore. And a quiet start to the second half for the Mountaineers. Jenkins to Moore, and they could not connect.
Yeah, Hodge thought that was a foul there.
Johnson inside to Dak. Turnaround. No good. Caceres at the scorer's table for Colorado. DJ Thomas 3. Had 4 of them against Houston on Tuesday night, but that one would not go down. Hargress on the other end is fouled. With 15:22 to go, and Colorado building some momentum out of the locker room here in the second half. 6 games throughout the day, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Back here in Morgantown with Steve Lapis, I'm Andrew Catalan, our producer tonight, Deb Bulak, our director, Andy Friedman, our entire CBS Sports Network crew for this Big 12 matchup between the Buffaloes and the Mountaineers. Johnson for 3, and the rebound to McKaylee. Hargress lets it rip, it hits, and we've got a 1-point game.
I mean, this is a game that Colorado right now has put themselves in position to steal, because if nobody showed us the score, Andrew, we'd say, oh, West Virginia's up 8-10, and here we are, 1-point game.
8-0 run for Colorado, and you can see West Virginia scoreless in the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, you know why? Because Colorado's making stops now.
West Virginia 1 of 6 here in the second half. Thomas inside, yes. That goes back to your point, out of the half, the 2-point baskets. That's been there for West Virginia.
That's carried them without a doubt.
Dak for 3. And the rebound tracked down by Jenkins.
See, you can give a little, he's not really a great pick and pop guy, so you can give a little extra help if you're guarding Dak, because you're not worried about the 3. You're worried about him catching it at the rim.
Colorado 3 of 15 from deep, and West Virginia's 3 for 16 from beyond the arc. Jenkins passes up a wide open 3 and goes to the basket and cannot get it to go. Colorado has a chance to tie. Hargress for 2, and he's fouled.
And that's how they want to play. To get stops, they want to push it. Hargress, a great job of really being aggressive in transition. Right here, just, you know, this kid is shooting 56%, 52% from the 3-point line. You got to really be up on him, too.
Substitution for both teams. Sanders back on the floor for Colorado, and Lorien returns for West Virginia. Hargress was middle school teammates with former Buffalo Jabari Walker. One more free throw. And he is still yet to miss a free throw in conference play. Jenkins cut, but they could not connect on the pass, and numbers the other way. Caceres on the break. Colorado has the lead.
You make some stops. Hargress with a great defensive play there. They get out in transition. That's how they want to play.
Timeout, West Virginia. Colorado has taken all the momentum here in the second half. And on the break, Hargress to Caceres. Buffaloes up by 1. Well, tomorrow at 4 Eastern, CBS Sports Network serves up Major League Volleyball. Catch some of the best players in the league squaring off as the reigning champion Orlando take on the Omaha Supernovas. And there is a superstar over on the Colorado bench in his second season as an assistant, Danny Manning, who was teammates for 1 year with Tad Boyle at Kansas.
Pretty good player.
I'd say.
Played for Larry Brown. They won that championship back in 1989, I believe. A long time ago.
It's a 12-2 run for Colorado over the last 5 minutes. West Virginia has led for close to 25 minutes tonight, but now find themselves down by 1.
The defense has been so much more aggressive in the second half for Colorado. There it is again. Oh.
And Huff turns it over. 3-on-1 the other way. Johnson flies in. No. Hargress tip no good. And Eaglestaff comes away with it.
Yeah, Hargress should have come down with that rebound instead of trying to tip it.
Eaglestaff's foul going up. That'll be 2 shots.
Yeah, Eaglestaff taking it hard, right? at the body.
Ifeala commits the foul. It's his second. And some discussion whether it's a shooting foul or not. And it is.
Oh,
yeah, Eagle staff at the line. 75% on the season for the native of Bismarck, North Dakota. Played at Bismarck High School, where he was Mr. Basketball in the state of North Dakota.
Jalen Holland checks in for Colorado.
Jalen Holland back on the floor for the Buffaloes, and Jasper Floyd's going to come back in for Amir Jenkins.
You know, it's amazing how the pace is. We talked about Colorado averaging 15 fast break points a game. They only had 2 in the first half. Now they have 4 already in the first 7 minutes of this half. So the tempo is starting to pick up in their favor.
Oh, a lot of contact on the rebound. A foul is called.
What a rebound.
And they call it on Caceres. And Tad Boyle can't believe it. They're saying that he dragged Lorient down, as we see it again here.
Wow, I thought
So it could have been Lorient over the back.
over the back to start with.
And Floyd scores. Tad Boyle shakes his head. Tough one there for Colorado as West Virginia's back in front by 2. It's the second lead change of the night. Holland from the outside. And then a whistle underneath, and a foul is called against West Virginia. That's going to go on Honor Huff, and that's his 3rd.
Floyd's really good in the lane. That's his strength.
Huff goes back to the bench. Only 5 points tonight for West Virginia's leading scorer. Colorado has done a tremendous job locking him up defensively.
Yeah, I mean, he's not getting shots. And Holland, you know, I mean, he's 3 for 19 from the three-point line on the season. That first 3 he took, I didn't like. That one was a little quick, too.
Obioha calling for it. He's got Ifeala on him. Eagle staff defended by Holland with the shot clock at 5. Eagle staff turnaround. Off glass for 2.
Really nice shot there.
17 for Trayson Eaglestaff. Hargress from the outside.
How under control is this kid? He just always looked like he has everything the way it should be.
Colorado had missed 4 consecutive shots before that triple from Hargress makes it a 1-point game. Lorient trying to back his way to the basket. Puts one up and draws the foul. Team foul number 6 against Colorado, and that takes us to a timeout with 11:11 to go in the second half. Eaglestaff with 17 on the night, and West Virginia up by 1. You're watching college basketball on CBS. We are back, and we revisit our keys to the game, brought to you by Fresh Pet.
I mean, West Virginia is a really good three-point shooting team, but Colorado's done a good job of defending them at the three-point line. Get to the free throw line. They're not getting there. West Virginia doesn't foul, and they haven't fouled tonight. For West Virginia, Huff must deliver. He hasn't been great. He's only got 5 points, only took 5 shots. But the bottom line is they are doing everything in the second half that they need to do that they didn't do in the first half, Colorado. They're getting stopped. They're getting out in transition. So now, still down 1, but that's what's gotten them back in the game.
Really amazing to see them do this for a 3rd straight game. Down big against Texas Tech, 24-point deficit, big second half rally. Made it tight against Cincinnati Wednesday night. They were down 21. They were able to get within 4. Tonight, West Virginia is led by as many as 12. Got it down to 1.
2 shots.
And one of the things that helps them is they do have a good bench. They are a relatively deep team, because you would think that takes a lot out of you, too.
We'll have to try to come back, though, without Elijah Malone. He fouled out early in the second half.
I don't think I've ever seen a starter foul out with 18 minutes to go in the second half.
Couple of free throws make it a 3-point game as we approach 11 minutes to play.
And here comes some pressure that we haven't seen. 1, 2, 2, 3/4 court pressure. Just kind of trying to throw off their offense a little bit.
McKaylee to a cutting Caceres, who's fouled. Obioha commits the foul. Felix Caceres will go to the free throw line.
Well, great job. What a nice pass there. And Caceres goes up with the strong finish.
.77% free throw shooter, not able to get the first one to go. Misses them both. Harkress hops off the bench for the Buffaloes. Wide open. Staff for 3. It's good. What a night for Trayson Eaglestaff. He's got 20 for the 4th time this year. McKaylee trying to answer off the front of the rim, and Rory goes up high for the rebound. Eaglestaff feeling it, looking for more. Now sends it to the corner to Floyd. Obioha down low, spinning, and draws the foul. And Obioha goes down hard, but is able to get right up.
Well, you take a look here. What a great screen Obioha's going to set. Right there, stop it. Right there, good screen. And his man is so far off, he needs to be up a little bit so that he can help just in case he gets caught. And Eaglestaff comes off, and McKaylee's not there, and he's able to get an open 3. Got to be a little closer to that screener.
Well, defending home court, especially in this conference, is paramount. You look at West Virginia, they've won 14 in a row at home, 11-0 this season, trying to keep it going. I know there's some bad memories for you in this building as well.
Oh, thank you.
It's always been a very tough home court.
Hey, welcome back. Nice to have you back. Thanks. Why don't you go call some football? Yes, lost a double overtime game. One of the last games of the year.
I wasn't going to get into specifics.
We didn't make the tournament. Yes. Okay.
Saying it's a tough place to play.
Let's go back and do some football.
53-46 our score. Harkress on the wing, and a foul before the shot. It's going to go on Amir Jenkins. His 3rd.
I mean, Colorado has done everything possible in the second half here, and here they are still down 7. Eaglestaff has been too good.
6-0 run for West Virginia. Colorado to inbound, catch and shoot. Ron Sheik off the side of the backboard.
And that was a good play. He was pretty open. Interesting, they have Isaiah Johnson on Eaglestaff now.
Eaglestaff Right around him for 2 more. Eagle Staff's season high at West Virginia, 23. He's got 22 tonight. And Tad Boyle calls a timeout. West Virginia extending that lead. 9:05 to go in the second half. It's an 8-0 run for the Mountaineers.
And Eagle Staff has been unbelievable. I mean, think about this. This kid, 9 for 13 from the field, 22 points. He also has 6 rebounds and 2 assists, and he's done it in a variety of ways. Jump shots, off the dribble, threes, taking smaller guys into the post. Really, really good game.
Colorado won for its last 7. Where will they turn for offense?
You know, they've got a lot of good offensive players, but they got to get this thing speeded up a little bit.
Hargress misfires, rebound to Lorien. West Virginia plus 12 on the glass tonight.
I mean, Eagle Staff comes into this game averaging 9 points a game.
Eagle Staff, not this time.
Really good job transition defense by West Virginia that time. They're tough defensively.
Ron Sheik on the wing, trying to get closer to the basket, spinning on Eagle Staff off glass, and he's fouled. Third foul on Eagle Staff.
You see Ranzic here. He got the smaller guy on him.
Connor Huff at the scores table, set to check in. 2 shots from Ranchik. The sophomore from Slovakia, he averaged just under 6 points per game a year ago for the Buffaloes. And this season, doubling that, then some, 13 points per game.
And that's the player development that Tad Boyle told us about before the game.
One free throw there, breaks a 3.5-minute scoring drought for Colorado. Here's Huff back in the game. Ross Hodge telling us just how incredible his speed is, and Huff hasn't been able to use it much tonight.
No, they have been denying him and denying him. He's only taken 4 threes.
Floyd, no. Rebound, McKaylee. 7.5 to go. Johnson, count it. He'll have a chance at 3 when we come back, but a big bucket for Isaiah Johnson. Buffaloes looking for another second-half comeback here on the road. College hoops coming your way tonight. Good one in the Mountain West. New Mexico visits Viejas Arena to take on San Diego State. And then in the nightcap, another Big 12 matchup between Kansas State and Oklahoma State. That's at 10 Eastern time, but this should be a good one in the Mountain West tonight.
Really good one. I mean, right now, our CBS Sports bracketologists have the New Mexico in, San Diego State not in. But obviously there's a chance for a quad 1 win for San Diego State there.
Meanwhile, here at Hope Coliseum in Morgantown, West Virginia, it's been the Trace and Eagle Staff show. 22 points in front of a big crowd with the students back on campus, an alumni weekend here in West Virginia. Isaiah Johnson, right before that timeout, was able to fight through contact and score, and he's not able to finish off the 3-point play. Johnson with 7 points tonight. Huff comes to get it, puts up a 3.
They made every shot for him. He got 1 or 2 decent looks in the first half, but this half he hasn't got any.
Argress the other end, and Eagle Staff stepped out going for the rebound. So it's Colorado basketball.
And Huff and Isaiah Johnson have been guarding each other. They're doing a great job on each other.
Dak dribbles in, lost it. Huff in transition, 1-on-2. Huff puts up a wild shot, but he draws the foul. Ron Sheik cannot believe it.
Well, it looked to me like there was somebody, you're going to see right, I mean, it's a foul. He did not beat Huff to that spot.
So 2 shots for Huff, who's an 82% free throw shooter. And that ends the scoring drought of 2 minutes and 24 seconds for the Mountaineers. Huff from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised there until the age of 15 when he moved to Pennsylvania. Now at his 3rd different collegiate stop. He began at VMI, the last 2 years at Chattanooga.
Won the NIT championship last year with Chattanooga.
And led the country with 131 made three-pointers.
And that's shooting over 40% on top of it.
Whistle and a foul. And that'll be a 1-and-1 for Colorado. Jasper Floyd commits the foul.
At the line for the Buffaloes, Sebastian Ron Sheik.
So Ron Sheik at the line. He's 2nd in the Big 12, 88% on the season.
Well, they're one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country.
Some people are trying to keep tabs of the football game. Buffalo and Denver. Coming right down to the wire on CBS. West Virginia's been held without a field goal for the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds, but Colorado has not been able to take advantage. Still a 2-possession game as we approach 6 minutes to play. Turnaround by Lorient, gets the bounce.
Too much help that time. Didn't need the help. That left Lorient alone 7-8 feet from the basket.
He's got 9 points and 6 rebounds tonight. Ron Sheik inside, muscles his way for 2.
Strong move, the big guy, driving to the basket.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Johnson on Huff. Been a good matchup all night. Lorient for 3. It's good. And Lorient, just his 13th 3 of the year.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot a lot of them, but he shoots a decent percentage, so he's capable. And again, it's back up to 9.
Dak left open, trying to answer, and he does. Dak was 8 of 29 from deep coming into the game. And he had missed his first 3 tonight before that one hit the bottom. Once again, Colorado hanging around.
Now they're putting the ball in Huff's hands. He's not coming off screens. They're letting him handle the ball. Maybe he can find something there. Oh, good defense.
Out of bounds with 6 on the shot clock after we had back-to-back 3s.
Well, they dared, basically, Lorient. That was like too much help from McKaylee there. Leaves him wide open. And then Doc, you're not expecting that. He only made 8 all year. Knocks it down.
They just get it in. Now they have to get up a shot quickly with the shot clock winding down. Huff, defended by Johnson, throws up a 3. Backs it in! A backbreaker there for Colorado.
Yeah, I mean, you have to fling one up at the end of the shot clock. That's unbelievable.
And now the fans come alive at Hope Coliseum as a foul is committed. Another look.
Nothing you can say about that if you're Isaiah Johnson.
Foul was on Eaglestaff. That's his fourth.
Probably should take him out. You got a nice lead. You're up. Well, it might be 7 now. Probably could take him out for about 30 seconds, a minute, especially with the under 4 coming up.
Well, nobody at the scores table for West Virginia.
They're on offense now, so you can understand that. But if you end up having to come back and transition on defense, it could be a problem.
There's a look at the foul trouble for both teams. Eaglestaff and Jenkins 4 apiece for West Virginia.
Good Huff by Dak that time.
Goes to the ground. Huff saves it. And West Virginia granted a timeout with the shot clock at 9. A 7-point Mountaineer lead. You're watching Big 12 basketball on CBS Sports Network. 65-58, West Virginia in front. Tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Old Trapper Beef Jerky, and this was an easy call. Eaglestaff has 22.
Yeah, he was the best player on the floor really from the beginning of the game. He played really good in the first half. He's played really good in the second half. Did a little bit of everything. Also rebounded. Also has a couple of assists. He's been terrific tonight.
Does have 4 fouls. West Virginia will inbound with the shot clock at 9.
And I'll tell you, that was a pretty good timeout there because they were in trouble. Dak did a great job of being aggressive coming off when Huff was coming off that screen. And they called that timeout.
Lorien with 4. Lorien off glass, short-armed it. Obioha, offensive rebound, and he's fouled on the putback. Good work down low by the big man.
This was a set play for Lorien there after the timeout. Got a pretty good shot off, but Obioha too much on the offensive glass. That's been a problem the whole game.
Foul is on Hargress, and now the officials huddled up. I think they're going to take a look at the monitor as Obioha got hit up around the head. Oh no, they're looking at the shot clock.
Yeah, I don't, the referee just came over and said they're looking at the shot clock. They called a foul, didn't they?
Yeah, that's why.
Previous plays under review for a shot clock error.
Oh, I see. The shot clock reset. It didn't make sense why they'd look at the shot clock as a foul, but
you know what? That may have been a shot clock violation. That's what they're going to time right now.
Review call stand.
Dean, there was enough time.
There wasn't that what they said?
So Obioha will go to the free throw line. They're saying right here, hit
yes, absolutely.
Reset the clock.
Yep.
Okay.
At the free throw line for the Mountaineers, Harlan Obioha, shooting 2.
And tonight at the line, West Virginia 11 for 18, and Obioha front rims the first one. One out of 2 with 3:40 to play.
They've been aggressive, Colorado, with these pick and rolls, handoffs.
Ramczyk. Front of the rim, but the offensive rebound to Colorado.
Thought he should have shot that.
Kelly was open.
Good defense.
Great defense there by Jasper Floyd.
Really good defense.
Time is on West Virginia's side with 3 minutes to play. Using some shot clock, and now Huff draws the double. Gets around Dak. Great feed to Obioha, who misses in tight. Lorient the offensive rebound and sends it back out to Huff.
You know, Huff draws so much attention, Andrew. It opens things up for other people.
And then Johnson commits the foul.
Colorado foul number 2.
First foul on the freshman.
You take a look at Jasper Floyd, the way he comes in here, he reads that, and he's coming in to help the guy who left to help. And that's what good defenses do. They help the helper.
Honor Huff at the free throw line, shooting the double post.
So Huff back at the line where he's 2 for 2 tonight. West Virginia's largest lead was 12. Huff has a chance to put it back up into double figures. 10-point game. McKaylee again passes an open 3, and his shot is rejected by Lorient.
He's got to take that. You're down 10 points. If you get an open 3, nothing better than that. Really good defense.
Chance of let's go Mountaineers as Huff flies in and scores.
Really quick. No help on defense.
14 points for Huff. I'll tell you what, Brennan Lorient has had a very nice game for West Virginia.
The last 6 minutes, he's been the guy.
Kaylee now shoots the 3, no good with 1:46 to play. And Tad Boyle calls timeout. Honor Huff with what could be the nail in the coffin here in Morgantown. Brennan Lorient, the senior transfer from North Texas, and how big that was for Ross Hodge to have not only Lorient but Jasper Floyd follow him, and they can carry his message to the rest of the team. And Lorient's played so well tonight.
Yeah, 7 and 7 in the second half. He's been really, really good. He got a foul.
Trying not to foul Huff, who's 82%.
Yeah, well, that's why he's got the ball, but you know, you're down 12. Now you probably shouldn't foul. That much time went off.
Contact, and Johnson rips it away, but a kickball.
Uh-oh, Hodge is going to get a technical foul. You got to be careful.
Hodge has to be careful.
Oh,
He's yelling at Huff.
Yeah, he's yelling at his guy, but well out on the court.
I think he was out of the coach's box.
Slightly.
Dak from the outside, an air ball caught easily by Huff, and Tad Boyle saying, let's back off. This could be it.
You know, somebody is going to get a nice win here. Obviously, it's not a quad 1 because West Virginia's home.
Turnover by Lorient. Dak comes on in and misses. Lorient the rebound. With 40 seconds to go, West Virginia is going to improve to 12-0 at home this year. And for Colorado, a long road trip, which began in Cincinnati, ends here tonight. They'll go home riding a 3-game losing streak. Obioha brings it up inside.
Big 12. Road is tough.
Johnson hits the 3. Well, West Virginia, you talk about them, you talk about defense. They are now 11-0 when holding offense to 65 points or fewer.
Well, they only averaged 63 against them. They're really good defenders.
15 straight at home going back to last year for West Virginia. They improved to 3-2 in the Big 12, while Colorado drops to 2-3. 72-61 is our final score. So for Steve Lapis and our entire crew, this is Andrew Catalan saying so long from Morgantown. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Now we send you out to the West Coast. In the Mountain West, New Mexico takes on San Diego State.